What are your top 2 highlights of living in Nepal?
I think my first highlight would be getting to have breakfast and a cup of tea looking at the mountains on non-polluted days. And just having the same view every day for 2.5 years was really nice. And my second might actually just be driving around on my scooter. That's been really quite fun.
What's your favourite memory of KISC?
My favourite memory of KISC is probably from my first year of teaching at KISC and first year of teaching ever. When it started off, I was online living in the UK, and then I was online living in Nepal, and then I was online and there were children in the classroom, but they had iPads. And then after many, many months, term 4 of my first year, we were in school, we had no masks, all the children were in, and it was just great to actually have a normal class for like the first time in my teaching career and just get to see the kids' faces looking at me and to be able to read a story without wearing a mask was really, really lovely.
Dalbat or momos?
Momos.
10 degrees or 30 degrees?
10 degrees. You can always put on more layers, but there's a limit to how many layers you can take off.
Mountains or Terai?
Mountains.
Favourite place you've been to in Nepal?
Favourite place, probably Langtang. Yeah, probably my trek to Langtang, and just the views were incredible.
What will you miss most about KISC?
I'm really going to miss the KISC community and just how loving and caring everyone is, and yeah, just how supported and cared for I felt.
What are your plans after KISC?
Get a job, live in the UK and get a job either at a Christian school or a state school. Just see, I guess, what God's got for me, see what works out. But yeah, for the time being, living in the UK.
Okay, Chris and Hannah, thank you for joining us. So quick few questions. First one is, what are your top two highlights of living in Nepal?
My first is going for walks just in the local area and in the hills and talking to local people and their friendliness. Okay.
Yeah, carry on. You keep going.
My other one is trekking in the Langtang Valley and climbing Serco Route.
Oh, what are you up to?
Hey, look, guess what it is? It's a Bay Weaver bird.
From your office?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Bit of bird watching, seeing good birds, and that's one of my highlights, as well as the trek and local walks. Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, favourite memory of KISC?
Mine's gardening elective and netball.
Oh, very nice. Go on, Chris.
Okay, my favourite memories of KISC, the staff and the students.
Really?
Yeah.
I believe you.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, quick fire questions. Dalbat or Momos? Hannah.
Dalbat.
Both.
Together.
Trust you.
Okay, it was Momo's first and then Dalbat.
Okay. 10 degrees or 30 degrees? Bearing in mind you're going back to 10 degrees.
30.
30.
Mountains or Terai?
Mountains.
Favourite place you've been to in Nepal?
I think when we've walked out past Lele over this way,
Right.
and some of the viewpoints out there and walking through, seeing where people are living and going through the countryside there. I think that's my favourite.
Same with me. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And what are you going to miss most about KISC?
Eating lunch outside
Oh.
and all you lovely people.
Oh.
Same, I think, yeah. The young people in particular.
Activity weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Activity weeks.
And what are your plans after you leave KISC?
Going back to 10 degrees or less.
In the summer.
I'm going back to teaching in a school.
Right. And Hannah?
I'm going to be a community physiotherapist in Harrogate, where I was before.
What a great town that is. Great. Thank you both.
Oh yeah. Hang on.
Wait a minute. What's going on?
It's the yellow-bellied fairy fantail.
You too. We're going to miss your bird watching. All right, Hardys. Top two highlights of living in Nepal.
For me, it's been seeing our kids grow to love Nepali culture and actually learn some of the Nepali language. They've loved their Nepali language lessons in primary, and that's been really cool to see them do that.
For me, it's been driving a scooter where there's no rules and you can do what you like.
Okay, favourite memory of KISC?
Mine's just pretty generic. I just absolutely love teaching the students. They're just such a great bunch.
I enjoyed being an axolotl.
What's one of them?
Sea creature thing for the
Fine.
primary activity week.
Brilliant. Okay, quick fire. Dalbat or momos, Dan?
Dalbat.
Dalbat.
10 degrees in England, 30 degrees in Kathmandu.
30.
30.
Mountains or Terai?
Mountains.
Oh, you're very the same, aren't you? Okay, what's your favourite place in Nepal?
We visited a village called Gurjakhani on a trek that was a day's walk from any road, and it was amazing.
Same for you?
Same for me.
Okay. What are you going to miss most about KISC?
Jinhee's bacon.
All staff, all students.
Right. And lastly, what are your plans after leaving here?
We've realised we can work in the same school together, so we're going to be working in the same school in Leicester, in different roles there.
Are you okay with that, Helen?
Maybe.
Hannah, what are your top two highlights of living in Nepal?
My top two highlights are visiting Gorkha with my family for the first time and seeing the mountains there and experiencing the village. And the second highlight would be discovering what pork sakua was.
Okay. And the next question is, what is your favourite memory of KISC?
I think one of my favorite memories is going to Chakamandai's farm with my students for our nature club. That was really fun and funny. And then another favorite memory would be the lip sync with the Hannas.
Right, okay. Quick fire. Dalbat or momos?
Dalbat,
10 degrees or 30 degrees?
30 degrees.
Mountains or Terai?
Mountains.
But the Terai is pretty awesome too, right?
Mountains, but the Terai is pretty awesome.
Yeah. And your favourite place in Nepal?
I'd say Gorkha. Because it's the first place I got to experience the Himalayas.
Oh.
And in November, it's orange season, and you can pick the oranges from the trees, and you can smell the fire, and it's just my favorite place.
Oh, great. What will you miss most about KISC?
I'm going to miss my students and watching them grow up and progress, and I'm going to miss my friends that I've made here and the amazing staff that I get to work with.
And finally, what are your plans after KISC?
Our plans are to move back to the UK, and I have a job there where I'll be teaching year 5 and 6, maths and English and Bible.
What are your two highlights of living in Nepal?
Born and raised, got married. In Nepal.
Great, thank you. Favourite memory of KISC?
I always like the local paintings. It's fun.
Okay, quick fire. Dal bat or momos?
Pani puri.
Fair enough. 10 degrees or 30 degrees? Are you winter or...
30 degrees.
Okay. Mountains or Terai?
Doesn't go with my temperature, but mountains.
Okay. Favourite place you've ever been to in Nepal?
Pokhara.
Okay. What will you miss about KISC most?
Students.
What are your plans after KISC?
I'm going to the beach.
Yeah, but seriously.
Well, we're going to Seychelles and teaching another international school.
Brilliant. So, Rob, what are your top 2 highlights of living in Nepal?
I would say the few bits of trekking I've done and the scenery. And I have to say, meeting my wife and getting married.
Oh, very sweet. Favourite memory of KISC?
Activity weeks, especially the last resort one. That was great.
Excellent. Okay, quick fire. Dalmat or momos?
Dalbat.
10 degrees or 30 degrees?
Given where I'm moving to, I think I better say 30.
Mountains or Terai?
Beach.
Okay. Favourite place you've been to in Nepal?
Little Tibet restaurant, Tamil.
Oh, that's a different one. What will you miss most about KISC?
Yeah, a good community, and I'll miss working with really great students.
And plans after KISC?
We're moving to the Seychelles. Not for a holiday. I am working, promise.
Yeah, we believe you.